Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Bienvenidos una vez más a un podcast, un episodio más de Al Grano con los Negocios. Un podcast que, como siempre, promete cada semana ofrecerte información con un contenido que te aporte valor. Y bueno, el día de hoy me siento sumamente agradecida, primero por tener la oportunidad de grabar un capítulo más y segundo, porque me siento, voy a decir, agradecida con la persona que el día de hoy vamos a entrevistar, porque me tomó bastante tiempo poder llegar hasta este momento y como siempre he dicho, nunca dejes de soñar. Únete a personas fuertes, únete a personas que están creando la diferencia y el día de hoy una invitada que tengo para ti va a dejarte con los pelos parados de antemano, te lo digo. Te va a dar una gran lección de cómo ella ha logrado su éxito hasta el día de hoy. Una hispana, la reina del real estate, como yo siempre la menciono, y de la cual me siento muy orgullosa de que aparte si le ponemos el plus, ella es parte de mi familia. Así que bueno, el día de hoy, abróchense los cinturones y vamos de lleno a comenzar este nuevo episodio. Bienvenidos al Grano con los Negocios. Yo soy Laurelena Martínez, coach empresarial. Este espacio es para aquellos dueños de negocio que están buscando la manera de acelerar sus propios resultados. Desean aprender cómo tomar decisiones asertivas y con ello crear una mentalidad que apoye el desarrollo de sus negocios en el mundo moderno. Sin más ni más, arranquemos con nuestro siguiente episodio. Hola, ¿qué tal? Nuevamente, bienvenidos a otro capítulo más de Al Grano con los Negocios. El día de hoy estoy igual de manteles largos. Tengo una excelente entrevista el día de hoy y quiero pedirte que te prepares con lápiz y papel porque conmigo tengo a una de las mujeres de mayor influencia en la industria del real estate en el estado de California y ella es nada menos Cindy Fernandez. Cindy, gracias. Gracias por la invitación y gracias por aceptar esta entrevista.
De nada, Laura.
Y bueno, pues mira, todos quieren saber quién eres, qué haces, están intrigados, yo sé, chismosos. Espérense ahí. Bueno, a ver, Cindy, cuéntanos, ¿qué haces? ¿Dónde vives? ¿A qué te dedicas acá? ¿Y quién compone tu familia?
Pues mi nombre es Cindy Fernandez. Tengo como aproximadamente 15 años vendiendo real estate aquí en la área de San Joaquín. Estamos en una ciudad que se llama Porterville. Tenemos muchos pueblos muy cercanos, cerquitas aquí. Y pues tengo una familia de 4 niños y mi esposo que hace préstamos también aquí para la gente.
Wow. O sea, a ver, una mamá empresaria, una de las mujeres que forma parte de los 250 mejores agentes de real estate, los top en California, y todavía es mamá de 4 hijos. Cuéntame, ¿qué es para ti ser empresaria y ser mamá?
Pues es tener 2 trabajos completos en realidad, uno para la familia y uno para mis clientes. Pues nomás es de balancear bien tu vida, tener tu tiempo con tu familia y también con tus clientes.
Tú sabes que yo de antemano te lo digo, te admiro bastante. Me siento orgullosa de ser parte de tu vida y tú parte de la nuestra, de Karina y la mía. Pero aparte de todo, esta entrevista la quiero hacer relajada en el aspecto de que creo que el contar tu historia de éxito en este podcast va a inspirar a muchas mujeres que hoy en día se despiertan y dicen, es que tengo 4 hijos, por eso no puedo emprender un negocio. Este podcast está enfocado en aquella mujer que busca convertirse en emprendedora o aquel hombre pero que tiene demasiadas conversaciones en la cabeza negativas del por qué no hacer lo que sabe que tiene que hacer para ser exitoso. Yo te quiero preguntar a ti, ¿cómo fue que tú empezaste en la industria del real estate y que te llevó a ser la número 18 de 250 real estate de más influencia en California, pero que tú formas parte de este número tan poderoso? ¿Cómo te llevó ahí?
Pues desde que estaba muy chiquita, a mí siempre me encantaban las ventas. Yo me acuerdo muchas veces que cuando íbamos a lavar la ropa, había una compañía allí en la esquina donde íbamos a lavar ropa que se llamaba Century 21. Y para mí, yo siempre pensaba que yo quería trabajar allí, en que yo no sabía lo que hacía la gente. Yo nomás sabía que vendían real estate, que vendían casas. Pues entonces allí fue cuando yo empecé como eso de los negocios, de real estate. Y luego agarré mi licencia y pues desde entonces pues he estado aquí en la comunidad.
Pero fíjate que una cosa que tú me contaste ayer y que me gustaría que le hiciéramos highlight aquí en este podcast es esto. El poder de la visualización. Ayer sin darte cuenta tú me enseñaste algo muy poderoso y te lo quiero decir así tal cual. Eres una de las personas que yo veo como un mentor en mi vida. Tengo muchos mentores en mi vida y tú eres uno de ellos. Y el día de ayer dijiste unas palabras. Cuando yo iba a la lavandería, esa era la lavandería de mi mamá, dijiste. Y cuando yo iba a la lavandería, ahí en la esquina me paraba a observar ese edificio. Y decía yo, algún día voy a ser un agente de real estate. Ese es el poder de la visualización que quizás inconscientemente me lo enseñaste a mí y tú lo practicaste ahí. Y ahora entras en la industria de real estate hace 15 años, pero aparte ya entraste con 1 o 2 bebés cargando. O sea, ya eras mamá, ¿cierto? Y entras a la industria de real estate. ¿Qué fue para ti o qué ha sido para ti en tu vida? Porque sé que eres una mujer muy exitosa en tu negocio. El poder de visualizar. ¿Qué nos puedes decir de eso? Say it in English.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm all confused saying in Spanish.
Yeah, say it in English. What's visualization for you?
Well, it's to kind of like prepare yourself for the future. You know, when you visualize something that you could make that come reality. So I just visualized myself being the person that I wanted to be. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to drive those nice cars.
Yes.
I wanted to provide things for my family. And I just do a lot of books that I'm doing things that other people have done in the past. So I'm just reading that.
Tú has sido una empresaria toda tu vida. Hoy tu papá nos dio un tour por la ciudad de Porterville. Más tarde sabrán quiénes son sus padres. Pero tus papás nos dieron un tour por Porterville y nos dijeron, ¿sabes que Cindy fue la presidenta por 4 años de la secundaria de la high school? ¿Sabes que mi hija, los maestros la eligieron como la reina de Porterville y que ella fue reina y que me la querían hacer modelo y todo? Y mientras tus papás nos estaban relatando y nos daban un tour por la ciudad y la influencia que tienes tú en esta ciudad de Porterville, yo creo que sin darte cuenta, tú eres inspiración de muchas personas. I always think that the people who has a lot of success in life, creo yo que they don't notice that. You just move forward and you go, you're hustling.
I just try to do what Cindy didn't do yesterday to make it better today.
Yes. But at the same time, maybe you don't know, but you're the inspiration for your community. Because si tú vienes a Porterville, tú vas a ver en una calle varias propiedades con el nombre de Cindy Fernandez, Century 21. Por eso eres una de las mejores vendedoras en esta industria. ¿Qué le puedes decir a aquel agente de real estate que se está haciendo pendejo literalmente con una licencia en su casa y que dice que la economía no está tan bien? Just give me an advice for these people, because I know a lot of people listen to this podcast waiting for some specific miracle in their lives. But I'm not Santa Laura, right? You're not Santa Cindy, right? But maybe some words, some advice that we share with them, it's going to be for you, your detonador, I call in Spanish, que te va a levantar and you're going to make this thing happen.
Well, in reality, I mean, every market is different. And one of the things that I learned from my real estate coach is that you have to know what market we're in. Once you realize what kind of market we're in, you're going to be successful in that market. So if it's like in 2005 when the market crashed, that was more of a flip. That's when you would buy houses to fix them up and sell them for more.
Yes.
Right now, it's a little bit of a different market. So I would just say study your market. Study the market that you're in. The trends that real estate is doing. Once you realize what trends you're in, then it's game over. You're just going to ride that.
You have to take your time and study your market. The most of the people say, I'm looking for sellers and I'm knocking doors.
Yeah.
And I pray, Virgen de Guadalupe and all the santos, que me abra la puerta y me diga, yeah, te voy a dar la casa a ti en venta. I mean, that happened.
So
like that?
it's not happening like that
shoot.
right now.
Really?
No,
I thought it's like that.
No. I actually, I have a certain schedule that I follow, a daily, same schedule. That's from, waking up to going over inventory. That's what's happening in the inventory for that day, so I know. And just forgot what I was going to say.
Tell me something about this. Look, just imagine you have a group of people right now,
okay,
and everybody's in real estate. But everybody say, you know what, real estate sucks for me. Right? Mm-hmm. This industry sucks right now.
Because the way the market is right now?
Because the market is right now. Why you can tell to these people? Because my thing is this all the time. And say, okay, what's the difference? Everybody has the license. There's two people. Los dos tienen la licencia. Uh-huh. Pero ¿por qué uno vende más de 100 propiedades al año? ¿Y por qué el otro no vende más que una propiedad al año?
I think first of all is you have to be proactive. And you have to love what you do. And then you just ride that. Yes, trend of what's happening in the market. So right now we're in a market where you have a lot of buyers because the interest rates are so low, mm-hmm, and there's a low inventory. And it's just not here in our valley, it's across the whole country. Mm-hmm.
So tell me something, what's your inspiration?
My family, my kids, my parents.
Okay, so now tell me something. Mira, quiero que lo veamos así. Porque te quiero sacar todo lo que tú sabes, la neta del planeta, a través de este podcast. Porque para nosotros es muy importante que tú como empresaria, porque you're an entrepreneur, you're a real estate agent, but you're an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. Tú eres una de las mejores empresarias que tiene esta región, tú lo sabes. Por eso has logrado lo que hasta hoy has logrado. Pero una de las cosas que me gustaría saber es cómo te organizas.
The schedule.
Your schedule, your daily schedule.
My daily schedule, I actually don't work, I work a day before. Okay. So I'm always ahead of the day. So today's Sunday, I'll start preparing my schedule for the week, for the day of tomorrow, which is, mm-hmm, Monday. So I'm always looking at my calendar, say the day before, to know what's ahead of me the next day. Okay. So schedule would be the number one thing. That's how I prepare myself.
What this word means for you, goals. Describe this word for you, what this means. Because most of the people say, ay, tengo la meta de perder peso. Tengo la meta de comprar un carro. What does meaning for you? Because tú eres la reina de los éxitos en esta industria. Por eso te lo pregunto.
A goal is something that you not only just say it, but you also want to make it happen in reality. So like if you have, and it could be a small or a big goal. It could be maybe you just want to make sure every other day you're going to go work out. I don't know, go on the treadmill. So it's just something that you put out there to the universe and you try to accomplish it. I think that's what a goal to me is. Something that you think and you speak and then you create it, you make it happen.
You make it happen. I remember one guy told me one day in one of my trainings, he's like, Lorena, I remember that I have this goal in my mind. I wanna save $20,000. But after that, me sentí vacío. I feel empty. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, I got the $20,000, but I don't feel nothing. And I say, okay, think about this. Mm-hmm. ¿Cómo hace la gente exitosa cuando cumple un goal que tiene? Una
you have
meta?
To have bigger goals.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you
What's
have some
your bigger goals?
My biggest goal?
Yes.
I think if I say it,
you compromise yourself to make this happen.
I think my biggest goal is to not have fear, like being on camera and stuff like that.
Like right now, because everybody knows. Everybody is like, oh my God, las cámaras me van a ver. No tengo la mejor postura, no tengo todo. Pero algo que yo pienso es que personas como tú pueden llegar a ser hasta cierto punto egoístas, de que quieren de alguna manera, expresar todo lo que tienen para enseñarnos, because I'm your student. I'm a student of my people, my mentors. Y yo siempre digo, yo estoy abierta a aprender. Pero digo, a veces yo también era egoísta, que decía yo, no, pero es que no estoy lista. Creo que no es posible todo esto. So, esto volvió tan natural después, porque dije, you know what? I have a mission. And my mission is to share with people maybe only one advice que me funcionó a mí. Uh-huh. Si tú pudieras darle un consejo a la gente empresaria, ¿qué consejo les darías? Un consejo que cambiara su vida.
I would say the number one thing is your mindset. Yes, I think that if you could just change your mindset and have like a daily schedule, don't procrastinate, don't give up. I think that's a big thing, because in the type of world that we're in, there's always people that don't have goals or don't believe in themselves, and so they try to bring you to where they, what they believe in. So mindset is one of them, and it's okay to fail. It's okay not to be the top agent in the beginning, or you have a lot of failures. You make a mistake in whatever business you're doing. I think that's very important, because in reality, failure is it's not the opposite of success. It's part of success.
Yes.
So that's, another thing that I would say. And it's just never too late to write your own success story. It doesn't matter what age you're in.
Wow. I like that one. So I'm 48, so I'm good.
You're good.
I feel like, oh my goodness, I'm perfect.
No, you're perfect. Yes.
What do you think about this? People say, oh my God, Cindy es muy exitosa. Laurel es muy exitosa. Pero yo siempre les digo a las personas, I think you come to my life a little bit late, because you should have seen me at the beginning. Tell me a little bit at the beginning, what is the struggles that you confront in your life in this industry?
In the industry, well, being new, because you have to deal with other agents that have more experience than you. So they're way advanced, they have more clientele. And that's one of the things that I always tell the agents in our office. I said, don't compare yourself to my success. Compare yourself to your success of your numbers. If you sold one house last week, compare yourself to that. So that's one of the things that
That's one of the things you think. Yeah. Another thing is you have people in charge to train. I mean, what is required from people to be training with you? Because I know you're a hustler. Tú eres una cabrona para los negocios. Tú eres exigente, tú los inspiras, pero también les exiges. ¿Qué significa, qué requiere una persona para algún día ser entrenado por ti? Que si yo fuese agente de real estate, yo quisiera ser tu shadow, quien limpia tus zapatos, quien dobla tu ropa, quien te prepara la comida, quien esté consiguiéndote el mejor libro para ti. Porque aprender de personas como tú es muy valioso hoy en día. ¿Qué requiere una persona para algún día poder ser entrenado por ti?
Just to be coachable. That's the number one thing. Anything, be coachable. Because once you're coachable, you're open to ideas. Because as humans, we have big egos and we think we could do it better than somebody else. But if you let that person that's already, that has gone through that hardship in life, through your business, and you just plug into the system of someone that's already been successful, you do that. And that's one of the things that I have to, I recognize is the guy that coached me for, several years, 5 years that I was with him, he would always just tell me to do stuff. And I remember saying, oh my God, this doesn't make sense. But okay, I'm just going to do it. Okay. And obviously, what he told me, he made me who I am.
I want you to share something with us because this is important for me. I mean, dime un momento en el cual dijiste, a la chingada, I don't want to do this, because I want you guys every day. Because people say, oh my God, you hustler, tú eres una chingona, eres una esto, Cindy, Laura. Yeah, but you know what? I don't know you, but for me, many moments in my day, I say, you know what? Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with
Sometimes
people.
I'm like, oh my God, I don't need to sell, 50, 80 homes a year. I'll be fine if I could just sell one home a month. I am set. But no. Yeah, it's just knowing that it's okay to feel that way. All you have to do is get up. That's why one of the books that I had read, it says if you fall, just always fall on your back so you could get up.
Yes.
Yes. Don't fall forward, because I think that's what it said, right? You fall on your back so you can get up faster.
Yeah. Exactamente. Yeah. Y yo creo que la gente que un día quiere ser entrenada contigo, porque hay un proyecto de ti que viene muy pronto, que lo vas a esperar, tú que nos estás viendo, escuchando. Imagínate ser entrenado por una persona que ha creado tanto éxito en su vida. You're a self-made millionaire. Definitely. That's the word that I can say. You're self-made. I mean, no sola, claro, porque ha estado tu esposo a tu lado, que es el que voy a preguntarte en un momento más, pero tú lo has creado. I mean, nobody helped you. Nobody guides you. I mean, you have a coach and you know the power of the receiving coaching. you know
It's
already
huge.
the power.
It's huge,
I
yeah.
mean, you're never gonna grow if you don't have a coach. I mean, period.
For anything, even a coach for working out, right? You could try to go to the gym membership at the gym and try to pay your $70, but you have that one person, that one that's accountable, the accountability partner.
Yeah, they're gonna hold you accountable.
They're gonna hold you,
They're
yeah.
gonna believe in you. You're gonna push you more. If you say 50, they're gonna say 55. Come
yeah.
on, move your ass. 55, right?
Yeah.
We need that type of coaches. We don't need the type of coaches to say, okay, you do the best. And I tell my students, if you hear me one day tell you, you're doing great, you fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
interested in you anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? I need that you quit. Pagues otro coach, but I don't want you in my coaching program. Si un día te digo lo hiciste bien, ya no quiero saber de ti.
And that's so true, because I remember one time my coach, when we first met for the first time, he said, I'm going to make you the top agent of Century 21. And when he said that, I wanted to believe in him and believe in myself. Like, is that possible? You know, can that really happen? And when the first year, after 12 months of training, they announced that I was the new top agent of Century 21, not only for our location, but for the 4 locations that the company has. And I was getting one of the most prestigious award that Century 21 has, which is the Centurion. I remember thinking, like, I did it, but it was all because he pushed me. And when I told him, like, hey, I got the #1 agent, you know what he told me? Okay, you celebrated, next. Like, he literally, there was no time to, like, okay, you got the award, great, let's move on. We have another year to work on.
That's why I asked you this question.
I remember him when he was telling me, like, move on. And I was like, wait, I thought we were gonna make something big. He didn't care. He's like, we have one more year to do, you know, that position. Because it's easier to get there the first time, but it's harder to maintain that #1 position.
Exactly.
I think it's more work afterwards than to get there first.
And I'm totally agree with you, but let me show you something. Sometimes people think, they say, okay, when you became a millionaire, oh, you're gonna have time, plenty time, you have plenty money. But I tell you right now, became a millionaire, it's a problem. Why? Because it's exactly the moment that you need to hold this and increase that money and work more harder. And people say, okay, quiero ser millonario para descansar en mi casa a 2 nalgas. And I say, forget about it. If you think being poor, it's a problem. No, this is not a problem. The problem became cuando tú te conviertes en millonario and you have to decide to invest your money, to take decisions, to hire or don't hire people or fire people sometimes. I mean, those are the struggles of the people who's a self-made millionaire like you. So tell me something else. Tell me a little bit about Joe. Who's Joe in your life?
Joe is my right hand. So Joe is my husband. I actually, we're going to have 25 years married next year.
Wow.
And it's a teamwork. He's always the one back of the scenes. You know, there's times that I come home 7, 8 o'clock at night from showing property, and by the time I get home, kids, you know, we have kids too, so kids have already ate, you know, they have already done their homework, or he's already helped them with any after school activity. So he's basically the person on back of everything that I do, my success.
It is not because he's only the person who's in charge of the kids when you don't have time. It's also, he is in the loan industry. He's a loan officer.
Yep, he's a mortgage officer.
He's a mortgage officer.
20 years, yep.
20 years. So he's papa. He's a businessman. He's a husband. He's the best chef in this house. He's an amazing guy. Tell me something about him that you admire from him.
It would probably have to be that he believes in me more than I believe in myself sometimes. So, you know, when I come home and I tell him something that has happened in the office, he's like, I already seen that coming. Like, you were already gonna get that, or you were gonna already close the deal. So he's always there pushing me and telling me that to believe in myself more than I think I could.
Wow. 25 years.
25 years next year.
Jeez
Next year.
Whiz. Wow. I'm 13 years married with Karina, and I always say, you know what? 13 years, people think it's easy 25 years, people think it's piece of cake, but it's not, right?
It's not, no, because again, it's a full-time job, having a family and stuff.
Being a mother, a wife, I mean, the businesswoman, it's not gonna, and a daughter, because something that I feel so proud of you is the fact that you take care of your parents. You have your parents and you take care of them, and they take care of you.
That's exactly it. We just take care of each other.
Yes, and I know your parents, actually your parents know me since I was like maybe, creo que 4 años, I think. Tenía yo 4 años, 5 años cuando conozco a tu mamá, o tu mamá me conoce a mí, y ahora que los veo y ya de grandes nos encontramos contigo, siempre me he sentido orgullosa de toda mi gente, del varillero de la ciudad de Apatzingán, Michoacán, a los cuales les mandamos un tremendo saludo, y de verdad les digo algo. Venimos de una colonia donde posiblemente ni a ti ni a mí nos apostaban nada. Posiblemente pensaron que acabaríamos, sabrá Dios cómo acá, ¿verdad? Pero ver las personas que tú te has convertido, creo que toda persona que te vea se siente muy orgullosa de ti y que a veces no tienen palabras para decirlo, sino que a veces muestran como a lo mejor, oh sí, pues le ha ido mejor que a mí, ¿verdad? Pero creo que al final del día, a los haters y a los que nos aman, los hemos inspirado.
Oh, yeah.
Punto, ¿verdad? Los hemos inspirado.
Y también nos ayudan a inspirarnos a nosotros mismos.
Y haters, este mensaje es para ustedes. O sea, se los queremos agradecer mucho. Ay, no, ¿verdad? Les queremos agradecer mucho porque sé que al final del día estamos inspirando personas, tú por tu lado. Y yo te quiero decir algo para cerrar esta entrevista, que me gustaría que pudieras regalarnos 3 consejos. 3 consejos de vida a las personas. Let's put the business on the side. You're a tremendous human being. I know that. I know that. And I know quién es Joe en tu vida, los hijos que has creado, que tienes 4 hermosos hijos y uno más en el cielo. Y quiero decirte que has hecho un trabajo increíble como mamá. Todos y cada uno de tus hijos me han impactado mi vida. Gracias. Y quiero que me des 3 consejos de vida. Piensa que me los das a mí. Piensa que se los das a Laurelena, una mujer que trabaja un chingo, una mujer que está buscando siempre lo mejor para su familia, para mis hermanos, mi mamá. Que ay, cabrón, es difícil hablar esto, ¿no? Tengo 6 semanas que perdí un hermano y puta, me duele todavía. Y creo que es algo que no se supera. Y la gente me dice, sí, hombre, te va a pasar un mes o 2. Digo, no mames, todo lo que hago lo hago por mi familia. Todo. Everything. I think... Karina siempre me corrige mucho, dice, le digo, Cari, creo que fuimos los elegidos. We are the chosen child. ¿Sí?
I believe that
You're
too.
the chosen child. God chose us to make a difference in our family.
That's true.
We got 7 generations, you know, and I feel so proud of that.
So do I. I agree with you 100%. I always believe that there's generational curses, and I really feel that I'm one of those ones that came in to stop that.
Yes.
Generation curse.
So that's why I'm asking you for 3 advices. Everybody's gonna listen this podcast and they're gonna see us through YouTube. But I want they take the best from you right now. And what is something that you do, for example, when you feel like struggling with something? What do you do in life?
First thing that I always do is put God first. If I put God as my foundation, just like when you build a house, having God, everything will open up. Doors will open, blessings will come, and doing everything from the bottom of your heart. If you're really out there looking out for your client's best interest or your family's best interest, it's just going to 10 times more to you. So I really feel that in my heart.
Put God in your life.
God first. He's like the foundation. If you're looking at a house, he's the one that's the concrete.
Yes.
So it would be God first.
People can buy houses, but they never going to develop hogares, I say all the time.
Yeah, that's
right?
when people say, money doesn't buy everything, it doesn't buy happiness, but if you have those things in place, your foundations in place, having God first, taking care of the right thing, doing things, even though when people aren't seeing you, integrity, having those things are very important.
What's going to be the second one?
The second one probably be the integrity.
Integrity.
Doing things when nobody else is looking. Sometimes, especially in my business, customers don't know. They have 100% trust in me. I mean, they've never purchased a house.
I know that.
Right?
They trust in you.
They trust you on everything.
Oh my God.
But if you do the right thing the first time, they're going to know. I always tell customers, especially the Hispanic families, I tell them, I know you don't understand anything. Some of them are here illegal, and they're buying a house in a different country that they aren't even part of. And I said, I know you might not know what's going on, but just trust me, even if it's a year from now or even 5 years from now, you're going to look back at our transaction and you're going to know that I did the right thing.
Yes. Yes.
So always being truthful,
yes.
Honesty usually always comes up.
Because
if you're not.
Right now it's kind of hard, Cindy, for the people who's already started this industry, because most of the people is looking for the money.
Yeah.
For the money transaction. And
money is great. Everybody does it for the money. I mean, everybody goes into an industry thinking that it's going to be the money. But if you change your mindset and you don't worry about the money and you worry about Laura's, home that she's going to be living there, and getting her things straight, money's going to flow. Money will eventually come back.
Yes, and that's part of the integrity. It's not the oversell products for people.
No.
It's just what they need.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Great. What's going to be the third advice you give me? Imagine you're my coach. You my coach. I mean, even that, you're my coach, right? You're part of my mentors. Give me an advice when somebody feel like I don't want to do it. I mean, Laura, I don't have inspiration.
When you don't have inspiration, it's okay to feel that way once in a while. It's okay to feel that every day. We're human. But just get up every day and just continue, because eventually, you'll be where you want to be. I know life hits us hard, like you just said, your brother's death or a parent's death or your loved ones. But you just have to get up and be grateful, because we have opportunities every day. Imagine other people don't even have the opportunities that we have, even just being in the country that we're in, and to be able just to be grateful.
So you're the first generation in U.S. from your parents?
That is correct, yes.
First generation, your kids is the second generation. They speak Spanish too. How do you feel speaking Spanish with people?
Well, I love it because
you speak good Spanish.
It comes back to your roots, being humble, not forgetting where you came from. I mean, I was born in Mexico. I wasn't born here. So to me, knowing that I'm, come from a town in Apansingan, and then being here, and then being in the top, 20 agents in California, that's like a big thing, right?
It is.
So always remember where you come from, being humble.
One last question for you. ¿Qué le dirías a Cindy de 5 años si la pudieras tener frente a ti el día de hoy?
I would be proud of her. I would be proud of her and then say, okay, we have 5 more years to go. 5 years more. Yeah, okay. I would totally be proud of her.
Okay. Quiero cerrar con esto. ¿Qué es lo que puede esperar las personas que van a escuchar este podcast de ti en los próximos 12 meses? What's something that you really want to do for people?
I want to educate everybody. I want to educate them about real estate, about the financial services, and let them know that, especially if they're buying their home, that they have different
mentality about investing.
Investing, yeah.
People, get scared.
Yeah, they get scared.
Oh my God, voy a perder todo. So,
yeah, start all over.
Let's start over.
Yeah.
Okay. Algo que viene mucho para ti y que I think it's something part of your future is definitely, I invite you, right, to be a coach. I invite you because you have an amazing experience, knowledge about the industry. And I think every single person who already had the license and they don't know how to do it, they don't know how to start, right? Or maybe they don't receive the help or guidance in the brokers that they put the license. What do you think it's something that you can do for this people?
If somebody definitely has their license, and that's hard just to get in the state of California, I think the number one thing is to get with a mentor. I mean, get a mentor. A mentor is going to help you. You're going to save so many years.
How about if you stop a little bit there? How about if I request you to become a mentor of these young people.
I would love to, especially the young people.
Es que te quiero comprometer. Es que te quiero comprometer a que puedas crear un curso, un programa en vivo, online, donde tú puedas entrenar a todas estas personas. Because everybody needs our experience. We save people's time.
Exactly.
I always tell this. I mean, you're 25 and you think you know everything.
Yeah.
La palabra que más gorda me cae y me caga es I know. And if you know, cabrón, why you don't do it?
Yeah.
Right?
No, so true.
Oh, it's because, well, shut up and listen. If you want to stay here in this room, good. If not, just move on.
Yeah.
Yo te invito a que puedas crear algo para ayudar a la gente como mentora. I mean, si por favor todos los que van a escuchar este podcast, dejen un mensaje en este podcast. ¿Cuántas personas les gustaría ser parte de un programa de mentoría de Cindy Fernández, con toda la experiencia que ella tiene, con ser una de las top sellers en California y ser una mujer de gran influencia en los Estados Unidos? ¿A quién le gustaría ser entrenado por ella? Así que todos los votos, en cuanto junte yo 100, se los haré llegar a ella para forzarla a que haga su programa y sea mentora de tantas personas. Sé que tienes mucho en tus manos, pero sé que es algo que puede ser una posibilidad.
Claro que sí.
Ok, perfecto. Bueno, pues para cerrar este podcast quiero darte las gracias por la oportunidad, número 1, de hospedarnos en tu casa, número 2, de llevar a cabo este podcast que sé que toma mucho de ti, y número 3, de gracias por abrirte la posibilidad de invertir tiempo y esfuerzo en las personas que van a ser tus sucesores. Nos vamos a ir, nos va a llevar la chingada, nos vamos a morir y nos vamos a llevar todo el conocimiento. No, tenemos que dejarlo aquí. Nuestras generaciones de latinos que vienen, tenemos que lograr que cada persona que llegue a nuestra vida lo podamos convertir en millonarios como tú y yo lo hemos hecho. They're not gonna be self-made because they have a mentors. Tú tuviste mentores a una edad después de 10 años de estar en la industria. Yo tuve mentores 10, 15 años después de estar en la industria, y cuando llegué a un mentor, mi empresa creció. ¿Sí?
Exacto.
Igualmente tú. Así que nosotros ahora tenemos que hacer nuestro papel y te vamos a invitar a que seas parte de ello. Thank you very much. I respect you a lot. From the bottom of my heart, I say thank you for being here.
Thank you, Laura, for inviting me.
Muy bien, pues hemos llegado al final de esta entrevista. De verdad, yo sé que te gustó bastante esta entrevista y te voy a pedir algo de todo corazón. Déjame un comentario de qué fue esta información para ti. Y sobre todo, te voy a pedir que compartas este podcast con otras personas, porque es a través de eso que nosotros podemos llegar a más radioescuchas, a más podcast escuchas, a más youtubers que nos puedan ver. Así que te voy a pedir también algo bien importante. Por favor, ponle like aquí en el video también. Déjanos un comentario, compártenos una vez más, porque gracias a ti es que hemos podido crecer y somos escuchados en bastantes países y cada día las descargas son más a través de nuestro podcast. Así que sin más ni más, nos vemos en el siguiente episodio. Dentro de aquí encontrarán toda la información de Cindy para que la puedan seguir en todas las redes sociales. Por favor, síganla, llénense de su información y sobre todo, prepárense, porque en los próximos meses verán algo aparecer de parte de Cindy Fernández, Master Coaching en Real Estate. Hasta luego.